25th, Brooklyn, Atlanta, Orlando, Indianapolis, Houston, and now,
Yeah.
Black Ink Radio.
Hey guys, welcome back to Talk to Bree. I'm Brittany, and my co-host is
Rich Mo.
How are you guys doing tonight? I hope you guys are having a very good day, because I'm having a very good day. Even though it's raining, it's been very calm. So, I frequent this page on Instagram, and this is how I came across this page. You know, it just popped up one day, and now I'm just kind of addicted to it. It's called BuzzFeed. So, BuzzFeed does like a lot of little different articles, like, you know, before and after of a celebrity, like way back when and how they look now, or, you know, like stuff that people pull off of TikTok and, you know, make a story about, and just all types of random shit.
Right.
But today, while I was like sitting and chilling, I came across this story about Kate Hudson that kind of threw me off a little bit, and I'm a little upset that they actually posted it because of.
Well, who's Kate Hudson for people that don't know, like me?
She's an actress.
Okay.
Yeah, she's an actress. I don't know if you've seen that movie, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, or The Skeleton Key, maybe?
No.
No, you never seen The Skeleton Key?
No.
Oh my God. And it's right up your alley. It's a horror movie.
Damn.
Yeah, it's really good. So you should definitely watch
her
it.
Most famous movie though?
I really don't know. Her mom is Goldie Hawn though. So that's how she, you know, came into the, yeah. But, you know, she's like in the rom-coms type movies and shit like that. Okay. So you probably wouldn't know her unless you watch movies like that.
I watch all movies, so I probably know who you are. I just don't know who she is. She
played in a movie with Matthew McConaughey.
Okay.
That's the movie, I think, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. So
I think I know. How she look?
She's blonde.
Cheeky eye, like little funny looking eyes?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. I'm gonna show you her.
I think I know who you talking. Oh, okay, yeah.
Her.
Yeah.
Okay. So, BuzzFeed posted a story about how Kate Hudson reflected on co-parenting her kids with 3 different fathers.
Ooh.
And she said it may not look traditional from the outside. So I went into the comments and I was reading the comments, and I kind of agree with some of the people in the comments. Like this one person said, there's so much privilege in the way the story is told in the media. Can we stop talking about it? Just stop talking about it. And then somebody else, I love how 3 baby daddies for a white woman is rebranded as non-traditional. Oh my goodness.
That's funny how they use those words. Like it's not like it's cool because it's her. It's different. Non-traditional. That's a nice way to say that she's a hoe. Well, I don't want to call her a hoe, but you know what I mean.
I mean, I don't know, but this is what somebody else said, though.
They would judge us for that.
Exactly, but look, somebody said what's trashy if it's done by lower income or people of color, but socially acceptable if it's done by upper middle and upper class. Okay, which I see, because, you know, in trailer parks and things like that, the white women who have multiple kids, they do get called trashy.
Yeah, they call them trailer park trash.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
it's not particularly.
It's not white or black.
Okay.
It's classism.
That's okay. So that's where I was getting at.
Okay.
So, do you feel like? This is bad to say, but do you feel like it? How do I put this? I don't know how to put this because I don't want to sound bad.
If you got to do that, then just say what you're gonna say.
So, okay. So being a black woman, I think regardless of whether we're high up in the upper class or below lower class, we're still considered having kids with broken homes and things like that because the father's not around. And I feel like they kind of do that to the upper class women too, who are of color and whatnot. But so I feel like for us, it doesn't even matter when it comes to it doesn't matter.
Class or anything. If you do it, you're wrong.
Yeah.
But with them, it's a class thing.
Yeah. So it's hard to think about it like that because, you know, I'm from the upper middle class, but I don't feel like
Bougie.
my son, just a little bit.
Just mine.
But I don't feel like my son comes from a broken home because I'm not with his father and I'm co-parenting.
Right.
Or not co-parenting.
But see now, there's a difference. To me, that's not a broken home, because if you're co-parenting, he has both his parents.
Mm-hmm.
A broken home to me is when one of the parents are just totally gone missing. There's no, you know.
But that'll be still considered non-traditional.
Right.
Would that be considered non-traditional, like the white woman, like Kate Hudson?
I don't even think that what she's doing is non-traditional. It just didn't work out. Non-traditional would be her dealing with all three fathers still. Like, those are her men, and she has the kids still. That's non-traditional. Now, the fact that it didn't work out and you're co-parenting, that ain't non-traditional. You just have three different baby fathers. What does tradition have to do with failing relationships and moving on 4 times, because you're probably on to the next now? That's not traditional or non-traditional. It has nothing to do with each other.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I do. But so now we know. We got Kate Hudson. We talked about Kate Hudson. Now,
right.
What about Nick Cannon? Because, he's out having multiple kids with multiple women.
But see, now there's a difference, because I'm sure she was in relationships with these 3 people. Mm-hmm. I'm sure they were long-term relationships. Mm-hmm. Had the kid, tried to make it work, didn't work, moved on, had another kid. Mm-hmm. Nick Cannon just fucking everybody and getting them pregnant. Like, you got kids that's probably going to be born around the same time or within a year apart. Within a year.
Okay.
So that's just him being Nick Cannon. I don't want to call him any names. So he's just doing the wild thing. Mm-hmm. So I don't think you could compare them, and I don't think that he's on the level as her. She had, like I have an aunt. She has 4 kids and 4 different baby fathers. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. She was in a relationship with each father, though. So it's like, that's traditional. You was in a relationship, you got a divorce or whatever you did. You went to the next person.
Right.
You switched. You went to the next. These were all 4 relationships. There was none of them that was just a hit and run. So at the end of the day, what do you call that? That's the same thing as Kate, right?
Right.
I wouldn't call it non-traditional. It's actually very traditional. It just, they didn't work out and you moved on. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
So I don't know why they gave it a name like non-traditional, trying to soften the blow. I don't even know why you fucking reported that. You know what I'm saying? Well, not you, but them. Why would they even report her business? To what are you trying to glorify that she's, co-parenting well with 3 people? She seems like a nice lady. Why would they be mad? Why would they be mad?
And that's good that they're able to co-parent with each other and have those types of relationships.
It says a lot about
issues.
her.
True.
Because she's the centerpiece. She could have had 3 different assholes, but if she's a cool person, they got no choice but to just be involved and understand. Now, if she was the asshole, then them niggas wouldn't be able to be involved. You get what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So it just says a lot about her that she's able to co-parent with 3 different niggas and not have an issue. They probably all parted amicably. Everything was cool. Mm-hmm. All right, this ain't working out, She's probably really good at adulting. Probably sat them down like, look, guys, this ain't it. I'm sorry. And then instead of going out cheating and shit being bad, a bad breakup, now you don't like me and you don't want to be around me, so now you don't want to be around your kid.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. I
Says
definitely
a lot about her.
I definitely feel that. It does come down to maturity and
Facts.
how you handle a lot of things.
Facts.
And making sure like it works for everybody. Like compromise, right? Like you got to compromise for things to kind of fit together.
Yeah.
And then for the children. So
I think the stigmas that's put on us, we kind of put on ourselves.
Do you really?
Yeah, because it's like we made up the word deadbeat, baby daddy, and all of these damn names, because if it was a woman who had all her baby fathers in line and helping out and everything, you wouldn't hear nothing from her. Her kids is well taken care of. If you got 4 kids, 4 different baby fathers, all of them are taking care of their kids, you straight, because you ain't got to really worry too much.
Facts.
All you really got to do is take care of yourself in the household, and the fathers is taking care of their kids, then you're not struggling. And if you got 4 of them, that's a hell of a support system. But our problem is it'll be a chick with 4 kids, 4 different baby daddies, and none of them is around. It's one nigga loving all of them like they his, and then he's struggling because he got to deal with your attitude at the end of the day that the 4 niggas don't want to deal with.
That is true. I'm not even going.
They don't want to be. They love their kids, but they ain't trying to give you no money because they know what you gonna do with it. It's like it's so much with us that I feel like we do that shit to ourselves. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like it's things that, and then we put our business out there, talk too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a baby mama, but you know what I'm saying.
I get it.
You just put out, like, we make it like this chick's business only out there because they fucking reporting on it. You don't hear no white woman talking about, man, my baby daddy this and my this and that, and they don't do what we do. You know, we put it out there and we like to embarrass each other. That
is true, because right now you got London, what's his name? Little London on the Track.
London on the Track.
And his one of his baby moms going back and forth. Oh my God, on social media, it is so crazy. Yes, over the situation with their daughter and Shanisa, the artist Shanisa.
Wasn't he dealing with the other girl?
Oh, you mean? Are you talking about Summer Walker?
Yeah.
No, they've been like
broke
done.
Up?
She's on baby number 2 with somebody else.
She had a baby with him too?
Yeah, she had a baby with him.
Oh, they not playing.
Yeah, no, I think that was her first baby was with London.
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying when I seen her, she didn't have a kid. You know?
Oh, okay. No, yeah. She's on her second one with the second guy that she was in a relationship
now
with.
Dating, yeah.
Yeah.
That's serious.
But she doesn't do too much to London on the Track. Like, she doesn't really speak on him and on his thing. Yeah, because she's a very chill person. But this other baby mom, whoa, she is putting all of their business out there, and it's sad, but like you said, we don't know how to keep our mouths shut. So now everybody in their business, everybody's making their judgments. And I completely understand what you're saying, because it's being played out in the public, so it looks bad based on like what she's saying, and then him not being as offensive as he should be, I guess. Right. I don't know. So I do understand what you're saying about the situation and who they're dealing with. And
yeah, that plays a major part. Yeah. Because think about it. Look, he had this situation with Summer. From what you saying, she ain't saying nothing in public. She probably feel the same way as the other girl. Yeah. But she ain't gonna say nothing, because guess what? She a star herself, and at the end of the day, it's like, I ain't putting my shit out there.
Yeah, Summer. I feel like Summer Walker. She's pretty open, and if there was really anything that she really needed to say, she'd say it. Yeah. So. But we did know how her and his relationship did play out at the end.
I don't know what happened.
They just, I guess he was just not the person she thought he was, pretty much. You know, and sometimes it gets like that.
Yeah. But that's what I try to tell people, man. You gotta. The thing is when we get into relationships, people like to force people to be what they want. Like, you don't give a person a chance to show you who they are. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
I do. I definitely do.
You gotta like let someone show you who they are versus, oh, don't do that. Why would you do that? And then you're like, oh shit, okay, I ain't gonna do that no more. But that's something you want to do, and then later on you're doing it again, and now she's mad. It's like you gotta let people be who they are in the beginning, so you can really know who they are. No limitations. Do whatever you want. Have fun. I want you to be you, and then I'll tell you what I don't like later. Because if I tell you what I don't like now, you ain't gonna do it until you get comfortable.
You know, they say to give it takes 6 months for somebody to show their true colors. Do you believe in that?
I believe it takes you to live with somebody.
I feel like that too, because
6 months, a nigga can hide shit for years.
Period. Okay.
Years.
Right.
I need us to have a trial 2 weeks in the same crib. And you not know why we doing this. Let's go on vacation or something.
I think
I want to see how you pack your bags.
But I don't think they mean like that. I mean, like, as far as their personality and how they portray themselves.
Yeah, but you can't hide shit if I'm living with you. You can't hide nothing.
But it's crazy. I gotta live with you in order to figure out who you are.
But see, that's why I say, if you let somebody, if the initial conversations, right, when you meet somebody, if you limit telling somebody what you like and what you don't like, they will show you themselves. A nigga will go into dates and be themselves. They're gonna switch up when they see you not like certain things. You sit down and you sit down at dinner, And it's like, man, that way they didn't even say such and such. I don't like that. I don't like you saying so much shit about what you don't like. It makes the nigga straighten up, because in his mind he's like, what the fuck he do? He ain't do shit. But then now he's with you like, yeah, that shit was crazy. So now he watching how he moving. You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I feel like if you allow people to be themselves, you gotta really do a lot less talking and a lot less listening and more watching.
I feel it.
The whole point is to not listen to what someone's telling you, but watch what they do. And like I said, you got to let them do whatever they want.
Actions over words, right?
Yeah, I would never, like, the worst thing we do is when we first get into dating is like, you start talking about your past relationship. Worst thing. Because now you're telling them all the things he did wrong. And then I'm sitting there thinking, damn, I would have did that. I'm glad she said that. Oh, I would have did that too. I'm glad she said that. Oh.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I definitely see what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're giving out too many cues and clues, and
you showing me how to treat you.
You're not giving me a chance to let you see who I am.
And and I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not that I think people want to mimic what you want. They just trying. A person might say, you know what, you don't like these things. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna not do those so I could be better for you. But if that ain't you, it just ain't you. So I might sit there and say, yeah, oh, she don't like this, she don't like that. All right, cool. Now I'm growing as a person because I'm not going to do those things. But in the end of the day, I like doing those things. You get what I'm saying? Like, you might tell me all the things you don't like, and I really like you, so I'm going to stop doing certain things that I like to do. But to me, it's like I'm changing for you. But you should never change. You should just be yourself. Because at some point, you're going to just start being yourself again. At some point. It's not going to fail. If I like watching movies and you don't like, and you like reading books, we could be sitting reading books, and just because I'm spending time with you, I'm happy. I'm reading books with you, I'm happy. And then it's going to get to the point where it's like, damn, I miss watching movies. So then one day we're going to come in, and you thinking, I like this nigga so much, we love the same things. He likes reading, I like reading. And then one day I'll be like, yo, I want to watch a movie. And you're like, no, let's read a book. Like, that's what I want to watch a movie. And then it comes to now, to be honest, I just want to watch movies. I fucking hate reading books, to be honest with you. I fucking hate that shit.
It's a compromise, I feel like you got to do, though.
No, but in the beginning, you should know that I like movies, and we can compromise, and I can read with you. I love reading books personally, but I'm just using an example.
I get it.
What I'm saying is we can compromise. Hey, today let's read books. Okay, tomorrow can you watch a movie with me? All right, cool. Let's watch. We can do both. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's me trying to please you that I might throw away what I like. And then, a couple months down the line, I'm bugging out because I ain't see no new movies. I'm not watching the old movies I like to watch, and it's because I'm with you. You know what I'm saying?
Reading
fucking books. I'm stressed out because my imagination ain't that good, and I don't know what's going on. And
reading books is supposed to expand your imagination, guys.
Right, and I love reading books because I like to imagine. What I like about reading books is instead of me having a director paint the picture for me, my brain is doing it. Yeah. So while I'm reading, I'm imagining my own. It's like I see the picture myself. I'm imagining everything. I probably feel like I know what the people look like, and they look perfect because it's what I imagine this person is talking is gonna look like. You get what I'm saying? Versus you giving me an actor that I probably like, damn, so and so could have played that part better. You fucked it up.
I feel it.
You know what I'm saying?
I've had a couple of times where I watched a movie and was like, what the hell? Based, movies based on books because I like watching.
Reading the books and watching the movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you be like, man, y'all fucked it up. Y'all got this nigga doing this. But you know why it's like that?
Why?
Because you imagined something else when you read that book. You imagined a different looking person, a different acting person. And guess what? The fucking director saw that. That's why he picked that character. And that's why
he read it.
Yeah, when he read it, this is what he saw. And then think about it. You got to go a whole year or half a year filming this shit. You making this person really bring out the character you saw. But me and you ain't see the same shit because I ain't see Terrence Howard in this thing talking about. I didn't see him. I saw Denzel. You seen Terrence? I don't get it.
In what movie?
I'm just making it.
Oh,
you got hired. She said, "What movie you talking about?"
What movie you talking about?
Nah, I'm just saying. Like I just feel like that'll happen because Terrence Howard and fucking Denzel is two different actors. So imagine someone cast Terrence Howard for something. I saw Denzel when I read the book. you gonna fuck up the whole experience. So that's why I like books better.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
But back to what we saying, yeah. I just feel like you gotta let people be who they are, because you'll definitely compromise them showing you who they are by giving them too much of a playbook on how to date you. And people think they're doing the right thing when they do that. Look, I don't like this. I don't like that. You know, this is a red flag for me. You telling the person, and some of that shit might be them, and then they're gonna try not to do it because they want to be with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then boom, y'all start having sex, and then nigga gets relaxed. Like, man, fuck this shit. I'm not leaving the toilet seat down no more. I hate bending over after I pee. Like, why can't you put it down? Y'all want equal rights, right? Put the toilet seat down yourself.
Just become a whole transformer. Just 360 on you.
180, but right.
Oh, right. You're right. Sorry, guys.
Just turn around, and next thing you know, this nigga is a total different person. This chick, total different person. That shit, it be like that, though. Be like that.
Have you ever encountered something like that?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Okay, so you're speaking from experience.
Of course. Many experiences. It wasn't just one person. I've had a lot of people. Because you might not notice it, but I'm very visual. I watch people. Mm-hmm. So in friendships and relationships, I've seen people come one way, and then it's like, damn, you a couple of months down the line, you get to know this person. It's like, yo, you was not like this when I met you. Like, you really got comfortable.
Yes.
Friendships, relationships, job, bosses, for everything. You wasn't like this. Like, when I met, you could do an interview with to get a job, and someone's interviewing you, and in the interview they present something to you as the person interviewing you, and then once you start working there, you're like, what the fuck? You was mad professional on this interview, interviewing me, and then now you wildin'. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. You wildin'.
Oh my goodness. I actually had a friendship like that. Or not a friendship. I would say she was an associate and she was trying to become friends. Right. But like you said, I kind of was peeping actions and things like that. And at a point in time, I did tell her like something she did and how I didn't like it. But all she did was hide it. Hide it.
That's what I'm saying.
So I do understand that. You know what I mean? Like, people are weird. Just people can be weird. I don't know.
I know this one girl. She was dating this dude, right? Mm-hmm. She was with the nigga for 2 years, right? And for 2 years, he had a crib in Florida. He had a crib in New York. Mm-hmm. He would go back and forth. She was staying in New York, so he was taking care of her, buying her whatever, doing whatever. He was taking care of this girl. So he would, she was around him for 2 years dating, and he would be in New York enough for her to feel like he lived there, but he'd also be in Florida. So something happened, and basically she ended up moving to Florida with him and being with him full time in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When she got there and started living with him, that's when she found out he smoked cigarettes. And he'd been smoking them for years, but he never smelled like a cigarette. Breath never smelled like a cigarette. Never gave, and a lot. Like, he smokes a lot.
That's crazy.
She was fucked up about that. Like, and he'd been smoking for years before that.
He never smoked around
Never
her.
smoked around and never smelled like it. Never nothing. Never gave off anything.
Oh, he had some willpower, okay?
She never seen a cigarette. But you never know. He could have been excusing himself. He could have been, he probably got it down packed but in the beginning, she let him know that she don't like smokers. So he did what he had to do. Hid that shit. Hid it very well.
Obviously, because ain't no way. Damn, 2 years.
He probably was stressed out when he was around her. But, he was getting money. So it's like you come into town. You're in town for a few days and then you bounce. You're in town every week for a few days. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Might spend the weekend with her, go back to Florida, come back, he was moving around. He wasn't a nigga that like had to be stationary. Getting money. So, but cigarettes, it's crazy.
Yeah, wow. That's a real crazy habit that you hide, because a lot of people do that. But prime example. There you go. That was prime example.
So you telling me you never dated somebody that actually
what?
Switched up on you? Not like really?
Yeah, my baby father.
What happened?
He just crazy. He was just crazy.
He said he was just crazy.
Yeah, at first he was cool. Thought we was cool. And then, like, I don't know, just out of the blue, he just had some type of emotional switch or something and just did a whole turnaround on me. I don't know.
Well, for good or bad?
Bad.
Meaning like switch, like he wasn't fucking with you no more?
No, like he just turned crazy on me. Like I thought he was like a real chill dude, and then he just became nuts. Like I don't know.
Just was
crazy.
Stalking you and all that?
Yeah, like all types of wild shit. But like I said, it's I mean, signs weren't there like I thought they were. Like they should have been. Or maybe I just wasn't paying enough attention.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Your eyes ain't really open because it's like, oh, that was cute. Nigga might have did some crazy shit in the beginning. You ain't even notice it.
Right.
That was cute. Nigga pop up at your job or something like, I just came to bring you lunch. Looking around like, you ain't got any. Oh, okay. Making sure ain't no niggas visiting. You know, you just never know.
Just crazy.
Yeah.
Toxic. But
the thing is a lot of those signs that we feel like we missed and we should have saw, they're not obvious. It ain't like obvious. Like you got to be fucking a genius to be with a nigga and he say some slick shit playing around. You think he playing around, but he was dead serious. But you don't find out later that's him. Mm-hmm. You can't be that. No one's that smart to be like, you wasn't joking. Nah. You get what I'm saying?
Ooh,
nigga look at you like you know if you cheat on me, I'm gonna kill you, right? And you be like, stop playing. Yeah, I'm just playing, girl. He dead serious.
Nah, now I look at that as, oh, you crazy and I'm good.
Right.
But you don't just up and say that.
It ain't gonna be that obvious though. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do. And then I just I hope I've learned my lesson enough to make, because I'm paying attention.
Do you ever think back at some warning signs?
Sometimes, yeah.
And you know something like, oh yeah, that was a one.
Yeah.
But you ain't peep it then.
No, I did not. And maybe because I was younger back then. But now because I've encountered like different people and, you know, listen to different women talk about what they've been through. I just kind of like just learned how to just kind of be more into myself and in my intuition and act on it. Like if I feel like something is off,
right,
it's off. Like I don't even like ignore it anymore. And I just kind of pay attention to like what they say and how they kind of move around and just You
can't. It's sad that it could be something super little, but you gotta make it. Everything gotta be serious. Like you gotta say, yo, that I gotta watch that. You know.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. Do you have to always go into like dating somebody thinking like that though? Because then you'll never just, I don't know, then I just feel like you'll come to a pre-notion or a conclusion that this may not be it because you're searching for signs too.
I'm not saying search. I'm not saying
I'm not saying that's what you're saying, but some people do that.
I know, but I'm not saying that you thought I was saying that. I'm just saying you can't, let me rephrase, you can't search because you're going to, when you dig for dirt, you find it. You're going to always find a problem. So, no, I don't think people should search. I just think that you should be aware. If something is like, what was that? And then it's like, no, that was cute. No, you got to really be like, put that on my little list. You got to put the right things down. And when things start to math, when the math is mathing, then you know what's going on. I don't say just be looking for shit because that's not, you going to always find something wrong. But I'm just saying, like, when you know, when you don't like when a nigga chew with his mouth open and a nigga chewing with his mouth open and you're like, oh, that's so cute, but you know you don't like that.
Yeah, because that's a pet peeve.
You think it's cute because you like the nigga. Like, man, chew with your mouth closed. And nigga, all right. If he did it, you already know that's something he do. And then if he do it again, you can't keep warning him thinking, man, and then he do, because it's not bothering you right now because you in like. You feel
Facts.
Me? Once you come out of like, that's going to be a big fucking problem.
Because it's annoying.
It's annoying. And the fact that you got to tell him is going to annoy the shit out of you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
So that's why I'm saying, like, in those situations, you got to just really take heed and talk to yourself sometimes. Like, listen, do I mind that? Because I don't think I, you know, you got to be real with yourself. Because sometimes when you in like, it's almost like being in love. because you really like the person.
That's true.
People don't realize that being in like is almost exactly the same as being in love, because at that point you really focused on that person, and you really like that person, and you'll give them excuses. You feel me? Oh, this nigga showed up at the club. That's so cute. You know, like you showed up, you looking for me, or you know, you care. Like I like that, you care. But you don't realize that if you doing that early, you gonna later on it might be real crazy. You feel
Facts.
what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be 10 times whatever happened in the beginning. So you just gotta be careful. I feel like people should just pay attention, but don't look for shit. You're gonna ruin everything that comes your way. If you're looking, you can't look. You gotta pay attention, and always go into it with optimistically. You can't go into it thinking, let me find these signs. You gotta be optimistic. Like, yeah, this is gonna be good. I like this, you know, hopefully this works out. Everything got to be optimistic, even when you see a sign. Like I said, write it down, but don't just automatically, because then when you put the negative on, it's going to be negative. That's how I feel.
I have a question.
Yes.
Since we all talking about relationships and stuff, right?
When did we get here? Go ahead.
So recently, I had conversation with a couple of people at my local bar. We call it Cheers because we're all kind of close with each other, and we see each other like literally every day.
Right.
So, and this is what's going to lead into next week. So I'm looking for people to actually come on and talk.
Nice.
But coworkers. Would you date a coworker?
No. No.
Not at all.
No, that's a big no-no. You can't work with somebody and date them. That's a big no-no because
really?
Yes, the relationship's gonna bleed into the workplace. How you gonna date somebody at work if y'all have any type of issues? It's gonna bleed. It's gonna show at work, whether y'all like it or not. If me and you right now, right? Say I start dating you, right? And we come on here next week, but when we had an issue in between, when we get on here, you know what it's gonna be like. You gonna be talking about this girl, and I'll be like in my phone. I ain't gonna be talking. You be like, right, Rich? I'm like, oh yeah.
You stupid.
I'm not gonna be talking. Then you gonna start talking about, she the girl who got the 3 baby fathers, and you see, it says a lot about her. You know what I'm saying? I might say some slick shit like, other people don't know how to fucking not talk to their friend. I might bring up what we
dealing with.
Yeah, I'm not saying but people might do that. So it's like the fact that we working together, if we have an issue outside of here and we're not adult enough to talk about it before we come on here, it's gonna bleed in. Just like if someone's at work, if I'm messing with one of these tattoo artists and I come over there and I'm talking to a client like, hey, everything good, everything okay?
Right.
Then the tattoo artist might be like, yeah, because if it ain't okay, he gonna make sure you're okay, friendly ass nigga. What? They gonna look like there's something going on.
Funny.
Friendly ass nigga, all in everybody's fucking DMs. You got Instagram, girl, because he gonna ask you for it. You ask everybody for it. What?
I feel you. That's kind of what I was saying, but surprisingly, I've encountered a couple of people who've actually had work relationships.
Now, was they, how niggas be having work boyfriends? Is it just strictly at work? Because that matters too. There's people that have boyfriend and girlfriend, but then when they're at work, they date
work husband, work wives.
Right.
Okay.
So, but that's not gonna ever have much issues because all y'all doing is fucking and playing around at work. Is it a real work relationship, or y'all had real relationships and y'all work together? That's what I want. That's the question. Was it a real relationship and y'all was working together? Or was y'all work husband and wife and probably really fucking? Which means outside of work, it wasn't really no real interaction except maybe I go to your crib, you come to mine. But then we really interact mostly at work. Why date? We don't really need to date because we at work a lot. And then we probably can go to the bar with the rest of the coworkers. Everybody know we fucking. It's cool. It's not that deep. It ain't a real relationship. So that's the question. Okay. Is this a real relationship and we're working together? Or are we just work boyfriend and girlfriend? You feel me?
I can't wait to bring them on next week.
Yes.
The next time I come on, because
we could have some of them bar people on on
I know.
Skype too.
I was telling them that they're gonna have to come on Zoom because I need them to tell their stories.
We need that.
Because they were crazy.
I'm gonna look for some people too that I know
yes.
that has worked, and I want to hear some stories.
So do I. I want to know. Would you ever consider being with somebody you work with? If you like them, do you pursue them even though y'all working? And if it, like, are you mature enough to handle if there is a situation that
yeah, and is it just fucking
transpires.
or is it a real relationship? Are y'all gonna really take each other serious, or is it just a work thing?
Yeah, because
on the next Geraldo.
Period. Because I thought that was so interesting when the Patreon I was talking to was telling me who that person was. Because when I had saw them previously, the energy they was giving off when they was sitting at the bar was like they was on a date. So when he was saying, why you ain't come say hi, this, that, I was like, man, look like y'all was on a date. Like, she don't know us. She don't know, she don't know how we interact with each other at Babylon.
Right.
Or at my local bar.
Right.
So I didn't want to mess up whatever vibe y'all had going on. Then that's when he proceeded to tell me.
That's just a work buddy.
Yeah. But his energy was different compared to the energy I was feeling from her. Does it make sense?
Yeah, like she was probably checking you out like a woman should, and he's like, "Nah, come over."
Not
cool.
me, because I didn't even go over there. But I was watching the interaction.
Oh, so you saying like?
Yeah, I'm watching all of this, and I can feel her energies, and it just when another group of girls like came over,
she ain't like
she
that.
didn't really she just didn't really care for it.
Right.
So I was like, that's what sparked my interest in the conversation.
And now now you find out they work together.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm like, what?
Yeah, we need him on the line.
Yes, I really want him to come on, and he's pretty cool. So I'm pretty sure he most likely will come on. Yeah. And I have a couple of other people, including a woman.
I like that. We need a female perspective.
So, and her perspective when I talked to her was completely different than what you would expect it to be. So I'm excited for you guys to hear and talk to them. And
I'm excited too.
Hear their sides of the stories. And
I want to see how different the men feel from the women.
Right, so do I.
That's why we need multiple to see if the women stay consistent and if the men stay consistent.
Yeah, but I think women are more free when it comes to discussing stuff like that, though, and than men. Yeah, because I think niggas still got shit to hide. They can't fully discuss it. I can't be on here with my face. We got to shade the nigga face and give him the voice like this. Oh my God. We're hiding his identity. You know what? Can we do that? I don't think so. I was about to say, we actually can. All he got to do is just not put his camera, his right? Face, yeah. Okay, so you guys won't have to show your faces, but you will have to speak. You will have to speak. And make sure your avatar is a nice picture so we're not looking at a silhouette. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and nothing crazy, okay? Facts of life. Remember, this is on YouTube. So, but yeah, okay. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna be on next week, and I hope you guys tune in and join the conversation. Okay, you can definitely say something to us via live, right? Live on the YouTube. We got a YouTube chat. Yeah, so you can definitely say whatever you want to say, and if you got some input or anything, you can definitely type it to us, and we'll respond. Yes, and we'll talk about it. We will. So I appreciate you guys for joining me tonight. And thank you, Rich, for being here, too. Always. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your night and happy holidays. I don't know. I'm having a very good night. That's good. Yeah. I'm just feeling the good vibes and the energies. Yeah. And I hope everybody's feeling it, too. Right. I hope so, too. Yeah. Positive vibes to everybody, by the way. That's what I do to the people where I live at. They be looking at me like, girl. What you doing? Okay, I'm done being goofy. Mm-hmm. Have a good night.
You're now tuned in to Black Ink Radio.